So at the start of turn 3, we're going to roll for the initiative. So the British, they get a 5. The Germans win the initiative again with a 9, which means that one of the British ships has got to go first. Right, so we'll go with the Exeter first, and we'll move the Exeter basically straight up, turn it a little bit, and then we'll move the Graf Spee after that. So here we go with the Exeter. So the Exeter is going to move forward 2. I'm not going to bother with my turning diagram thingy. And then forward 4. Again, desperately trying to close this range. It's not going to work, I don't think. So it's the German player's turn now, and he's going to go forward. He's going to try to turn to bring his broadside on. He's getting a bit overconfident here. Maybe it's not overconfidence, but he's going to go forward 2, turn. Again, I'm just estimating these distances. Another 2. It's probably 4 easy ways of doing this. Turn again. And so you don't go over the 45 degrees. And then forward for a final 2. To there. And that just leaves the 2 British light cruisers, the Ajax and the Achilles. Both of these are going to go forward their standard 6 inches. Like that. And then we're going to go to the firing phase, and the Graf Spee gets to go first again. So the ranges are pretty similar in that it's 24 inches to the Achilles and the Exeter, and 25, I think it is, to the Ajax. So Graf Spee is going to concentrate fire on the Exeter, fire everything she's got at the Exeter. So the first thing that we do is fire the 2 main turrets. So she gets 3 attack dice per turret, so that's a total of 6. At that range for the Graf Spee, that's long range, so that means it's a 4 up to a 5 or a 6 for long range. No more bonuses, so it's a 5 or a 6. So we roll the dice, and there's 2 hits. Each of those 2 hits does 2 damage dice, or potentially does 2 damage dice. It's the armour class of the Exeter is a 3+, but because this is plunging fire, it makes it a 2+. It hits its thinner armour, so we need anything but a 1, and indeed there's a 1. So that's 3 hits, 1 of which is a 6, so that might be a critical. So we'll leave that there, roll a different dice, and a 5 or 6 means it is a critical. So I'm going to record the 3 damage points, and we'll have a look at what the critical is. So she takes, this is Exeter, it takes 3 hit points, so she's taking a fair battering, and then we roll, do it over here to see what the actual effect of the critical is. That's a 10, so over on this chart here, a 10 is a weapons, so we go down here to where it says weapons. Excess damage is 1, so Exeter takes another point of damage. The secondary weapons are damaged. Okay, and -1 attack dice. So she's now got no secondary weapons. Not that that's going to make much of a difference. I'll just record that though. Okay, and that was just from the turrets. Now we're going to try and see what happens with the light guns. Now she has a 6 AD attack dice, but that's restricted because of the fact that they're on either side of the ship, so she only gets to fire 3 from each side of the ship. So they're at extreme range, so they needed 6s to hit. So we haven't got any hits at all with that. So that was the Graf Spee. So now it's the turn of the British to return fire. The 2 light cruisers, first of all, they have 2 turrets that can fire, firing at extreme range. You've probably worked this out by now. They need 6s to hit, but they can re-roll. So this is for Achilles. Nope, she can re-roll. Nope. And then Ajax. Nope, can do a re-roll. Yes, one possible hit. She gets 1 damage dice. Normally it's a 3 for the Graf Spee's armour, but it goes up to a 4 because she's got -1 AP. Aha! So not only is she hit and caused a point of damage, but it might also be a critical. But before we do that, I'll just leave that there to remind me, we're going to check the Exeter. The Exeter gets 4 dice, 2 for each turret, needs 6s to hit, and has 1 hit. Roll damage dice. This one needs a 3 or higher to cause a damage, and it's rolled a 2, so it's not caused any damage. So now we need to find out what this critical was. So the first thing we need to do is take off the point of damage. So we'll drop that to a 3. Then we need to roll on the critical table. This one here, 2d6 to see what it is. It's a 7, which is the engines. This one here, no extra damage. The props are damaged, -1 speed. Now that might be interesting. I'll put -1 speed. I will put that next to the Graf Spee. So with all the firing, no other British weapons are within range. All the firing, we go to the end phase, and in the end phase, Exeter can try to repair damage. She's got 2 critical hits now, so see whether she can repair 1. She gets a 4, +4 for her crew. It's not above an 8. She hasn't done it. And then we do the Graf Spee. She's got her damage to her engine, her props, and she's only rolled a 1, so she hasn't repaired that either. So with that, that ends turn 3.